Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Amma ba'd. My name is Zahir Mahmood from Birmingham, UK. And I'd like to share some words which inshallah will be of benefit to yourself and hopefully benefit to myself. Today we see that in the Ummah there are many Muslims, over 1 billion in number. Many are Pakistani, many are Bengali, Arab, Somalian, Indonesian, Malaysian, Western Muslims. But the thing which is lacking is the feeling of being a real Ummah. And the reason for that is that we generally hold on to those things which divide us rather than unite us. And we'll make those things which divide us as an excuse for us not uniting. And we forget that as Muslims, our overriding identity is Islam. So a person comes from the African continent, somebody else comes from another continent. We'll say we can't unite because we are different, we have different cultures. And if we happen to actually come from the same continent, then we still can't unite, there's still differences, we'll still find reasons to not unite, because we'll say that you're from one country and I am from another country. And if coincidentally we happen to come from one country, we will still find reasons to not unite, because you come from the north and I come from the east, or the west, or the south. And if we happen to come from the same city, we will still find reasons for not uniting, because you belong to another tribe or another qawm, and I belong to another qawm or another tribe. Because we make those things which divide us our prime identity. And that which should be our main identity, which is Islam, we make that very second. And if we held on to La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and we made this our prime identity, then we will find a reason for the Ummah to unite, to be one. And this was unique, that the Prophet ﷺ managed to bring people like Aus and Khazraj, who were in some narrations at loggerheads for over 500 years. And he managed to bring them together until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala recalls. He says, وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ إِذْ كُنْتُمْ أَعْدَاءً فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ فَأَصْبَحْتُمْ بِنِعْمَةِ إِخْوَانًا. So remember the favor of Allah upon you when you were enemies, and Allah brought your heart together. فَأَصْبَحْتُمْ بِنِعْمَةِ إِخْوَانًا, and with His favor you became brothers. Brought Aus and Khazraj together. He brought the Ansar and the Muhajirin together as one. But the real unfortunate thing today is that that thing which should have united us, which is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, has actually now become a cause of us disuniting. As long as somebody does not come to the masjid, he dislikes all those who come to the masjid. And soon as he comes to the masjid, then he dislikes all those who don't come to the masjid and all those who do not think like him. And so we will judge people, somebody comes to a different masjid, we will not regard him firstly as our Muslim brother, we will look at what's his background, what's his religious affiliation. And again, that thing which should have united us, which united the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, has been a source of dividing us. If you look into the life of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu had different opinions, Umar ibn Khattab had different opinions. And if every single one of them insisted that his opinion be the only opinion, then Islam would not have passed the boundaries of Medina. But there was a tolerance. So my dear respected brothers and sisters, it is very important that when we see a Muslim, we see him firstly as a Muslim, not as a Bengali or a Pakistani or a Gujarati or an Arab or a Malaysian because I happen to be Malaysian. No, our overriding identity is Islam. And when you are placed in your grave, the first thing that you will be asked about, the only thing that you will be asked about is your Islam, your Lord, your Iman, how you spent your life. And everything else is secondary. And this is why when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about why He created the qawms and the tribes and the clans, He said, لِتَعَارَفُوا, so you may recognize each other. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ إِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. And indeed, that person who is the most highest in ranks in the eyes of Allah, the most honorable, is the one who has the most taqwa. And in reality, taqwa only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. So we must go back to the approach of the Salaf, of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, that how they would, everything else would be secondary. The overriding identity was the identity of Islam. In the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the Battle of Khandaq, he made groups of 10 from the Muhajirin and 10 out of the Ansar. And there was one Sahabi who was neither Ansar nor was he Muhajir. And that was Salman al-Farsi radiallahu anhu. What did the Sahaba say? Now these were people before Islam with whom tribalism was deeply entrenched. But when they embraced Islam and the Prophet ﷺ cleansed them from all these malices, what did they say? The Ansar wanted Salman al-Farsi and they began to argue with the Muhajirin. And they said, give us Salman, because he was in Medina waiting for the Prophet ﷺ, so he's from the Ansar. The Muhajirin said, no, he migrated to Medina, so therefore he is from the Muhajirin. The Prophet ﷺ came in between them and he said, Salman is not from the Muhajirin, nor is he from the Ansar, but he is from me and my household. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who view others not on superficial things, but view others, on Iman and on Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all those things which are a cause of disunity in this ummah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reunite this ummah again. SubhanAllah. La ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.